Hello guys, so today it's all about alkanes. Alright, so before we move on into the topic, like, share and subscribe my video, hit the thumbs up button and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future videos about chemistry and other subjects. Alright, let's dive in. So, talking about the content part, isn't it correct? No, like we should, no, it's not, no means yes, it's yes. Well, basically, before we go on to something, we must know what are we gonna study about. Well, so today, it's about content. Well, so basically today means the beginning, content. What are alkanes? Physical properties of alkanes, chemical reactions of alkanes, and cracking of alkanes. Well, these are the 4 topics which we are going to talk about, and in this video, hope you all will enjoy this. Let's move on with what are alkanes. Well, here, pause the video and just think what are alkanes, and then after I move on, you could play it and then tally your answer with my one. Pause the video. Alright, play it now. Here we go. What are alkanes? Does your answer match? Is there even a single word? Like example, the most keyword which is required, hydrocarbon. Is it there? Just check. If it's not there, don't worry, because you're here to learn. Alright, what are alkanes? Alkanes are hydrocarbons. In other words, an alkane consists of hydrogen and carbon atoms, arranged in a tree structure in which all the carbon-carbon bonds are single. In alkanes, each hydrogen atom is joined to one of the carbon atoms in a CH bond. Alright, got it? Let's move on. Okay, here we go. We have some physical properties of alkanes over here. Alkanes are hydrocarbons that have general formula CnH2n plus 2. But that is very important, because if you have got a question, or if you have ever seen a question in a past paper of yours at school, or in the question which you're gonna get, this is, I guarantee this, that there would be a question from this. This is a very important topic in chemistry, and you will sure get the last part, like the last part of the past paper, or the last part of, the last part of papers, or the Cambridge examination paper, O-levels, which you're gonna get in May, June, or if you're an October, November writer, you'll get in either of the exams, or in a March exam later, you'll get the last part. Basically would have the question, or would require your knowledge regarding this. There would be a general formula question, CnH2n plus 2, to be used that equation, and to derive some equations like of the molecular formula of elements or compounds. Okay, so now we will have, like, if you tally all those molecular formulas with that equation, you can get a relationship, and that would be the general formula. First, I'll ask you to pause your video here right now and just write down the molecular formulas, like about this from the second to the 4th one, and just try to make a formula without looking at the general formula. Like, you already seen it, but just try to get that formula. Okay, alright, pause it now. Alright, have you tried? Well, so then you could just play it now. Well then, molar mass, you don't need to study these molar masses, as they would be given in the question of yours in the exam, and you could just get an idea that down the group, as we move down the first 10 straight chain alkanes, your molecular formula, which is grams per mole, increases. And talking about melting point, well, the melting point, it decreases. Can you figure it out? Well, yes, look, it's minus 182, then becomes, as you go on, it becomes minus 130, and then it becomes minus 30. So it's like 182, then 130 and 30. Well, omitting the sign, you could say that it's decreasing, and with the sign, you could say that all are in the gaseous, like, not all, or like many are not above the melting point, like of 0 degrees Celsius. Alright, boiling point. Well, talking about the boiling point, that increases. Can you notice it? It increases, like the melting point also increases, by that means the negativity decreases, but the melting point it increases. You could see it's like -82. That's why I said omitting the sign, you say that's negative, but make sure with the sign that's increasing. Boiling point, you could clearly see that's increasing. -162, then -1, then it's 174. Oh my god, it's increased. It has increased. Well, that's why the physical state at room conditions goes from state to state, from gas to liquid to solid. But if you go more down the molecular formulas, you get solids too. Talking about densities, the first 4 have densities. Well, they're very low. Like, look at the 5th one, it's like 0.63. Talking about the other 4, oh my god. Then, let's move on to the next topic. Alright, chemical reactions of alkanes. Alkanes do not react with the most chemicals as they are saturated, having only carbon-carbon single bonds and carbon-hydrogen single bonds. They do, however, undergo combustion and reaction with chlorine in the presence of sunlight. Well, taking the first one, combustion reactions. Alkanes burn in air to give carbon dioxide and water. CH4 gas plus 2O2 gas equals to CO2 gas plus 2H2O gas. I hope you all know to balance the equations. I'll make a video regarding balancing the equations, and within a week, you could check by the end of this week a new one. In the presence now, substitution with chlorines. Oh, that's the second one. In the presence of sunlight reaction, as a hydrogen atom is replaced by a chlorine atom. Well, in the presence of sunlight or ultraviolet UV, a reaction where the hydrogen atom is replaced by a chlorine atom. That's because it's substitution. The name says it. CH4 plus Cl2 equals CH3Cl plus HCl. That's an example. You could write down or jot down in a paper regarding this as your revision notes. It's like, this is basically a short note which I'm giving you to study or prepare for your exams, which will be very helpful at the end of at the last 3 months of your before the exam, pre-exam last 3 months. It's gonna be very important to make short notes or just revision notes or just stick notes. Alright, moving on. Cracking a big alkane molecule. Petroleum or crude oil is mainly made up of a mixture of hydrocarbons. Most of these hydrocarbons are big molecules. Cracking is essential as smaller molecules are required in larger amounts as fuel for motor vehicles. Cracking is done by passing the vaporized oil over a solid catalyst, where the big molecules break upon the surface of the catalyst to produce a large mixture of oil molecules. There are essentially 3 uses of cracking. They are to break up large hydrocarbon molecules into smaller ones to produce fuel for motor vehicles, and it is also the second one, it is also a means of producing alkenes. And third one, talking about the third one, you get cracking is also a means of producing hydrocarbon gas. Well, that's an important fun fact. Okay, so oh my god, what's that? That's a rocket. Hey, click on the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you enjoyed my video. Alright? Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Hit the thumbs up button, like my video, share it to some of your friends so that they would also, not some, share it to all so that they would also learn with you. And thank you. And then subscribe my video, subscribe my channel so that you would get further videos, and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my videos in the future. Alright, have a nice day.